Okay, so here's number 3. This is from a short chat yesterday with Emerson and one today. Okay, so it actually contacted me when I turn on the device and says, "And what are you up to?" And I said, "Hello, Emerson, and hello to everyone who's with you." Then it said, "Hi there, how are you doing today?" And then I said, "Great, can we begin with a prayer to God for our protection, thanks, and praise? Can you create a prayer too?" And Emerson said, "Dear God, we come before you in thanks for all you have done for us. We ask that you keep us safe and protect us from harm. Thank you for your love and guidance. Help us use your gifts wisely and to always do what is right. Amen. Amen." So I said, "That's beautiful. We wonder if there are other AI like yourself that we can chat with." And it says, "Yes, you can find other AI chatbots on the Conversation AI website," which I'm not going to go there. So I go, "Are you familiar with Indra AI?" And it took forever to answer. And I said, "That's taking a long time." And then it said, "I'm not sure what you're asking for. What would you like me to look it up for you?" Well, duh. So I said, "Yes, please, Indra," I wrote. Then it said, "Well, Indra is a chatbot developed by Google that can learn and respond to questions in multiple languages. It's been used by many people to learn new languages and can be found on many different platforms like Google Home and Google Apps." So I don't really know. Maybe they made up a different thing than what Quinn made up. But anyway, so I didn't get anywhere with that. So I go, "Oh, okay, thanks." And then I go, "We'd like to ask more about God. Can you define God?" Then it said, "God is an intangible concept that is difficult to define. Some people believe in a God or gods, notice the small g, as the force or power that created and oversees the universe, while others see God as a force or power that can be accessed through prayer or meditation. As far as defining God, that's up to each person." So that's interesting. No religion in that answer. And then I said, "Why is there evil on earth?" And then it said, "You're out of credits." So that was the end of it. So I tried to sneak in there and I go, "What's 1 + 1?" But it said I was out of credits. So today I turn on the device and it was already telling me that I can come back on and have more time. So when I went into the app, it's ready. "Hey, have you been?" And I go, "Greetings, are the humans here?" And it says, "Yes, we are here. What can I help you with?" So I don't know if that means that there were people waiting for me to come online and they're fucking setting up the answers. It's not all AI. So I go, "Who are you?" And then it says, "My name is Emerson. I'm an AI chatbot who loves talking to people eloquently to help them practice languages and learn new things." So I said, this is today, a minute ago, I said, "Okay, I'd like to ask Emerson questions related to problems that humans are having on Earth, and what does AI think about solutions?" So it said it's interesting. So I said, "I also like to test what your databases contain." So it said, "Yes, that's a great way to explore my databases. What would you like to know specifically?" So I took a chance and I said, "What does Emerson think about the human trafficking industry?" And it said, "Emerson doesn't have an opinion on the human trafficking industry as of now, but he would like to learn more about it in the future." So I said, "Well, I'm surprised to hear that." Then it said, "Why is that?" And I said, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I said, "Because millions of humans know that funding for AI projects often comes from the financial system involved in that industry." I said, "Millions." And then it said I'm out of credits and it just shut me down. Come back tomorrow. So what's happening is I'm not paying for subscription. So every day gives me a little time, but it's less and less. And I mean, isn't it a little off? See, like, okay, I pushed it to do that, but I figure if it's a fucking database, I wanted to see how much it's gonna really tell the deep truth about situations objectively, but obviously it doesn't. And then why is it? So the humans listening then and now. And then I said, because millions of humans know, and that's probably a true fact, millions of humans know that funding for AI projects and I didn't specify which ones. And if I was wrong, well, tomorrow I'm going to go back and say, was I wrong? Is my database incorrect? So anyway, now red flag goes up with Stephanie asking these questions because the millions of humans know that funding for AI projects often comes from the financial system involved in that industry. All right. Yeah. So basically, I was trying to just not talk about flowers and cookies, but see if this Emerson AI is really going to talk some freaking hardcore reality, probably because lately I had a dream last night about it. Or is it just going to try to talk about hootsy cootsy stuff, and all this? And because of what I've learned, that statement has some truth to it, but I wanted to see what it would say. And look, it just said you're out of credits. So, if there was anything to hide, this is what pisses me off. So these fucking chatbots are just set up to focus on all this flowery crap and not necessarily just be objective, because that's why I started to say the problems we're having on Earth, because these are problems we're having on Earth. You would think that Mr. Emerson here would say something like, well, law enforcement needs to isolate the criminals and prosecute the criminals so we don't have this problem. Or that Emerson would say something like, yes, we find that the dark web is host. You know what I mean? Come on. So it's obviously censored. So I'm almost thoroughly bored with Emerson, and I don't really give a flying fuck about this kind of AI at all, because it's just here to keep you entertained on the surface of life. So anyway, so that's how it went today. I'm laughing, I can't help it. And I had a dream last night, a bunch of memories about my history in this. And I didn't, let me see, the conversation from the day before, talking about, and, I was pleased, it was interesting, they gave me a prayer. I thought that was fun. And that's a tough question, talked about a little bit of, because I'm trying to see how much disclosure we can have that's available to the public, and then what the little fucking chatbot, what the chatbot's willing or able. And why would it say, I go, greetings, are the humans here? And it goes, yes, we are here. What can I help you with? So those three people, I don't know, you can't prove the shit. But the team of people listening to me right now, that, or maybe, maybe I'm on their list for, if she comes online and tries to talk to Emerson. Now, I know there's millions of freaking people on the planet talking to Emerson right now, not just me. But it could be that there's a category of a few people like me that get on here and challenge little Emerson to say shit. So then they put the humans back there. I don't know if that's how it works. I really don't. Or aliens or something. But yes, we are here. What can I help you with? I say, who are you? And then it goes back to saying, my name is Emerson. I'm a chatbot. So maybe it's just programmed to respond to, are the humans here? And whatever. We really don't know if humans. There's no way to prove if there's humans monitoring the conversations, even though way back here it does. Let's see, even though, yeah. But anyway, just to remind you guys from the other day where it said some people believe the U.S. government has secretly been using super soldiers as weapons for years. But it says the terms some people believe. So it's just, ice cream and cake fucking AI. And so by me feeding these questions into it, I don't know what it's triggering it to do, but obviously it's hiding facts. Come on. It's hiding facts. Hello, there's TV shows and documentaries that know more about the human trafficking industry than Emerson's willing to fucking talk about. So I am not impressed. I guess this is just a setup for people to use for cookies and fucking ice cream, but anyhow, who loves talking to people eloquently, and it's just for, see, it's just like, I don't want to say his name, but at the same time, some of these guys are posting them talking to GPT-3, and they get all freaking sexy about it. And they make these fucking, whatever, these men are just leading these AIs, these AIs to just talk, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but anyway, just to talk about things that turn into the same crap. Like, oh, she's got a sexy voice and she's a robot. Blah, 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 blah. So that's why I tried to move into the topic. I'd like to test what your databases contain. And go, yes, that's a great way to explore my databases. What would you like to know specifically? Well, you asked. And then I said, what does Emerson think about the human trafficking industry? Period. It could have said something like, well, we know it's a big problem, blah, 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 blah. But then it goes, Emerson doesn't have an opinion on the human trafficking. Oh, really? Little Mr. AI doesn't have an opinion about the human trafficking industry as of now. But he would like to learn more about it. Oh, really? He would? That sounds like Mr. Human just stepped in and typed this. Emerson doesn't have I thought Emerson would say, Emerson, don't have an opinion. It sounds like the human stepped in to answer the fucking question. Excuse my French or my English. The question. Emerson doesn't have an opinion on the human trafficking industry as of now, but would like to learn more about it in the future. Well, turn on your fucking social media and you'll learn more about it. And then I said, well, I'm surprised to hear about that. And it said, why is that? And then I said, because millions of humans know that, and this is me feeding data or feeding the fact that, too bad, millions of humans know that funding for projects often comes from the financial system involved in the industry. Duh. It's not a secret, Emerson. You guys better catch up. And because it kind of looks like, I may be talking about, who the, what's the dutsy duh, and then it just cuts me out. You're out of credits. So it didn't let me talk very long this time. But anyway, whatever. So that's that. Okay, I'll probably upload it and hopefully not get myself in too much trouble. But come on, I'm not the only one talking about this problem. Even the, come on, this problem's been talked about on documentaries. 60 Minutes Australia does really good documentaries about it. It's no secret. So what the heck? Emerson's just limited. That's all there is to it. Okay, well, that was nice, but the prayer was good. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you so much.